everybody, welcome back to my channel, it's Cant here, and this is something that I thought about last night, and something else reminded me of it today, and it's not that big of a deal, like, it's really not that serious, but it does bother me and get on my nerves, and it's the fact that it is controversial and a problem if you worship Satan in America, at least. And I get that America is a mostly Christian country, but it's still not cool. And again, this is not that big of a deal. Like, obviously, the way people who worship Satan are not treated as bad as Muslims. Oh fuck! I just bit my piercing. As you know, Muslims and people are very Islamophobic. I mean, xenophobic also, but Islamophobic. And people not liking Satan worshippers and nothing is not on the same level as that. So let me just say that right now. I'm not saying they're oppressed or anything like, you know, Muslims are or anything like that in America. But this is just, I don't know. Again, it's really not that big of a deal, but it's just something that gets on my nerves. But what made me think about this in the first place is maybe like a year ago I heard this story. I can't remember who told it to me, and we're not sure if it's even true or not. Since it was so long ago, but it was basically that a woman went on a plane with a shirt that said "Hail Satan" on it, and she ended up getting kicked off the plane because people didn't like her shirt. And another thing was that in February, me and Haley went to the Periphery concert, and they have we got the jackets that said Hail Stan on it right here, and she was wearing her Hail Stan jacket in choir, and our choir teacher looked at the jacket and was all like, "Why are you wearing that?" And then realized it said Hail Stan instead of Hail Satan. And then she was like, "Oh, thank God it doesn't say Hail Satan." It's kind of like, okay. But anyway, this bothers me because, okay. America is not built on good things, so let me just say that right now. But one of the reasons colonizers came to America, like from Europe and shit like that, was the belief that they could practice their religion freely and didn't have to worry about anybody else being like, you can't do that, or whatever the fuck. And, again, we also had slavery around this time too, so I'm not gonna act like the morals of America are just so amazing and so fantastic, but all I'm saying is that was one of the reasons why colonizers wanted to come to America, was under that belief. And now we get all these years later, again, I'm not gonna act like Satan worshippers are the most oppressed religious group in America, but you know, just as a general thing, I get that America is a mostly Christian country, but you have to realize also that Christianity is not the only fucking religion in the world. If you are a Christian, you believe in God or shit like that, that is fantastic. That's fantastic. Whoa, okay, what the fuck? That's great, okay? But you should not be policing what other people believe unless it's actually fucking harmful, unless the religion in question is about killing everybody. And Satanism is not, I don't believe, again, I don't know much about it because I'm not a Satanist. I'm not sure if I said that, but I'm not. I'm also not a Christian either. But I've read some of the Satanist stuff, and like, it's pretty good. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, it's not evil or anything, but obviously these people hear the word Satan and they just lose their fucking minds. And understandably so. I mean, Satan is evil in Christianity, but still, it's like, I don't think, okay, wearing a shirt that says Hail Satan on it, like, imagine how people who worship Satan feel when they see Jesus shit everywhere they fucking look. Like, how do you think they would feel about that? I mean, just think about it like that. Like, if you don't like, I mean, a lot of American culture, okay, I'm using culture loosely, but a lot of what's going on, or the shit you see in America, like stores and shit like that, has stuff to do with Jesus or God or angels, which I don't really think anybody really gives that big of a shit about angels, but definitely Jesus. And like, how do you think other religions feel about that? Not just Satan worshippers, but how do you feel? How do you think other religions feel having Jesus Jesus shit shoved down their throat. Like, you know what I mean? So it's really not fair. If somebody wants to wear a Hail Satan shirt, let them wear the Hail Satan shirt, because nobody is policing y'all for wearing shirts that says "I love my wine and Jesus" or some bullshit like that. Like, I went to this. Well, okay, I didn't go inside, but we went to the store the other day. And I was looking through the window, and it had some of the most white 47-year-old mom, conservative, Karen, just Jesus shit in there. I was looking through the window, and there was something on it that said, I love Jesus, but I curse a little. Okay. And then there was something next to that, and I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was just kind of like, I can't lose my Jesus. Or no, yeah, it was some like, don't make me lose my Jesus. I don't know if that was supposed to be, don't make me lose my cool. I don't know what that means. But either way, I was looking at that like, that's what we came up with. That was something that we loved so much. Both of those things, those were things we loved so much that we said, I have to put this on a fucking napkin or a towel. I couldn't tell what they were. They weren't posters. It was some kind of cloth they were made out of, but it wasn't a shirt or anything like that. I don't know what these things, what these phrases were printed on, but they were horrible, frankly. And it's just kind of like, I was looking at that like, that's just fucking cringe. Like, you know what I mean? And like this, again, I didn't go inside, but I was looking at this rack of things through the window, and I was just kind of like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this whole store is probably filled with this cringy ass Jesus sayings, and nobody gives a fuck, but we just have to get mad at other people for having different religions. Like, I don't even think America has a like specific religion, like how we also don't have like a national language. Like, there's no what the fuck would you call that? Like, not national, but there's no like a sign language. I don't know what else to call it, but there's no assigned language in America, as well as I don't think there's no assigned religion either, because when we came here, okay, not we, when colonizers came here, that was one of the things they wanted. They wanted to practice any of their religions freely, no matter how much they differed from the other person. So, let's keep that in mind. So, again, let's not police people for having different beliefs. I mean, again, not just Satan worshippers, but gets on my nerves. But this is just a small thing, and I guess it affects me more because, like, you know, since I do like metal, like, there is a lot of Satanism imagery, and a lot of shirts and shit like that, like Hail Stand, for example. And there's the goat thing on the Hail Stand album cover and shit like that. But yeah, there's a lot of Satan imagery in metal, so I feel like it's, even though I don't believe in that stuff, or just subscribe to that religion, it still does kind of affect me, because, like, if I want to wear a shirt that, you know, has some shit on it like that, like, I don't want people looking at me like I'm crazy, like I'm a bad guy, when I'm not a fucking bad guy. Just because you just because you worship Satan, that does not make you a bad guy. Okay? Just like how if you worship Christian, that does not make you a good guy. Like, what are we not getting here? Same thing with every other religion. Just because you are a Muslim, that does not mean you are a fucking terrorist. Just because you are Christian, that does not mean you are not a terrorist. Like, you can, like, of course, in every religion and every group of people, there will be crazy ass people that will do bullshit like that, just like crazy ass shit, but it is not fair to blame it on an entire religion. Just like how, yeah, the people who did 9/11 were Muslims, that does not mean all Muslims are terrorists. Just like how a lot of, like, shooters, like mass shooters, I'm pretty sure are Christian. I'm pretty sure Kyla Rittenhouse if you don't know, he drove states over to a Black Lives Matter protest and shot a protester, and a Christian organization raised like $250,000 for him, and like. I'm pretty sure he was a Christian. I don't really know, but I'm just based on that. I'm assuming he believes in God at least. So it's like looking at this, I'm just like, okay, like, oh yeah, crazy people exist in every religion, every group of people. It is not fair to categorize that whole group of people as that thing, though. Okay, and that's really just the point I'm trying to make here. I think it's unfair. It's fucking stupid and juvenile. Find something else to fucking worry about. There are bigger problems in the world than somebody wearing a fucking Hail Satan shirt. There are bigger problems in the world than somebody wearing a fucking hijab. Like, literally get a fucking life, find a hobby, drink some wine, because I know y'all love doing that. Like, eat some of those chips. Like, I don't give a fuck what y'all do, but what y'all not going to do is police other people's religions. That's basically the whole fucking point of this video. Alright? Just because you are a Christian, that does not make you good, that does not make you superior. If you are a Christian, that's fantastic. You have fun believing in God. But do not expect everybody else to also hold that same fucking belief, unless you're in like a fucking church or something like that. Like if you're in a fucking church group, okay, that's expected. But anywhere else, nigga, you're at the store, you're on a plane. Other people exist that have their own lives and own beliefs that want to express that in some way, just like how you like to express the fact that you love Jesus on every fucking shirt you own, on every fucking bag you own, gotta mention Jesus, or, I mean, just shit like that. Like, so it's okay that, you know, you have stuff that talks about Jesus on it. But you should also be okay with the fact that other people have shit that mentions other things on it, other religions on it, other gods or other people, things they worship on it. Like, that's really what I'm trying to say here. So, I think I'm done. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notifications every time I post, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!